All right, what is up, y'all? I just wanted to get on here real quick, make a little video and touch on this subject. I made a couple TikToks on it, but I figured I'd make a YouTube video on it as well because it's pretty big news. As you guys saw last week, or around a week ago, my Forex funds went down. My Forex frauds went down. I honestly like to compare this to the FTX situation, where one of the top 3 exchanges, FTX, goes down for doing pretty much like fraud and behind the scenes work that is causing, issues within the company and then also legal issues. And this pretty much happened to my Forex funds, and we'll get into what they were doing on the back end of their prop firm to essentially cause all this shit to go down. But to start off, I would like to say anybody that was funded with my Forex funds, I am very, very sorry. This has happened to me before. If you look up the prop firm funding talent, I essentially got scammed or lost a large payout from them. Who knows how long ago, 2 or 3 years ago. Back when I would run up these funded accounts. So I feel your guys' pain. If you guys were due for a payout, I feel for you even more. If you guys were just passing a challenge or working on a challenge, I feel really bad because that's hard-earned money that just went down the drain. So I'd like to start with that, just saying I'm sorry for all the people that were funded with them, and continuing, let's get into kind of what they were doing to cause this investigation and to cause them go down. So to start off, I've touched on this before. A lot of these prop firms are essentially saying that all you guys, once you pass these challenges, because obviously the challenges are using demo and paper money, but once you pass these challenges, you will essentially be using live capital. This is not the case for really any prop firm that I know of within the Forex space. So they were lying there, and I've talked about this time and time again, that they are essentially paying you guys out with, the money lost from challenges. And, me personally, if I'm a profitable trader and I'm able to pass a challenge, I don't care how I get my money. And I don't care if I'm on a live account or a demo account, as long as I'm getting paid out, right? Why, what's the reasoning behind saying, oh yeah, you guys are on a live account, and we'll get into that later. What's the reason by saying, oh yeah, you're on a live account, and they're actually not, right? It would be so much easier for them to just say, hey, you're on demo, but you will still get paid out. And if I'm a profitable trader, I know damn well, hey, they're going to be paying me out with the people who were not profitable, who weren't that smart, by buying a challenge before they even turn profitable. That's why I always give you guys these step-by-step plans of being 3 months profitable on demo, 3 months profitable on a small live account, then 3 months profitable on a slightly larger live account, and then going into a funded challenge, because they really do only make money off of people failing challenges. So I'm trying to protect you guys from this stuff. And also in turn, make sure you guys are able to get a payout and not, just throwing money away that could have been, used to help pay bills when you guys aren't even profitable yet. So now let's kind of touch on, why were these firms saying that you guys were using live capital when you weren't? Well, to me, it's pretty simple. They didn't want to give you guys 100% payout. They wanted to give you guys 80%. And by being able to say that you guys were on a live account, they were saying, oh, well, we need 20% of your profits because you guys are trading on your live account and it's our money. And since we're giving you guys the live account and that capital, we still need to take some profit off of the profit that you guys are making. When in reality, you guys aren't making them any money and they just want to pay you out less, right? That doesn't make any sense. So whenever I see prop firms that, are saying, oh yeah, you guys are on a live account, but then are giving live account and we know it's all on demo, and saying, oh yeah, you only get an 80% payout, I'm thinking, hey, hold on, the trader made all that money and they're not even on a live account, so the prop firm's not making any money, and the trader just made all this money and they paid for their challenge, they did their time, they passed both those challenges, they're a profitable trader. Why aren't they getting a full payout? Why aren't they making and receiving all of the money that they traded and they earned when it's not even on a live account, when it's on demo? So that's the first thing that kind of raised red flags for me just across the entire prop firm industry. Now let's kind of get into what my Forex funds was doing on the back end. So as you guys know, most prop firms are either partnered with like 8cap, Purple Trading, whatever. However, what my Forex funds did is they created their own brokerage. I believe they called it Traders Global something. But essentially by doing that, by creating their own brokerage, they were able to manipulate price because they were now then the liquidity provider. So let's say you want to enter a trade. They had systems set in place, and this is in the article on the investigation on them. They had systems set in place that when you place a trade, if it was a buy, you get a terrible ass fill. You get filled like 1 or 2 pips higher, 1 or 2 points higher than where you should have gotten filled. And then in turn, if you were trying to go short, you get filled 1 or 2 pips lower, 1 or 2 points lower when you're trying to go short, so they can reduce your profits and increase your losses. Because if you get stopped out and you think, oh, I'm going to risk 1%, but it adds 1 to 2 pips to that fill, boom, you're losing more than 1%. You're losing more than 2% on these trades. And then on top of that, if you do hit take profit, you're winning less. You're winning a lot less. Let's say you want to hit a 1-to-1 risk to reward ratio, you might actually be hitting a 1-to-7 risk to reward ratio. So if you're a 1-to-1 trader and you just take full profits at 1-to-1 risk to reward, and your win rate's not that great, but you're still profitable, you might be a break-even trader on these prop firms. And then on top of that, they were manipulating spread when it got near your stop loss. So, right, you sometimes see price come near your stop loss, and obviously spread is always moving up and down. The ask and bid price is always altering. However, what this prop firm was doing is they were pretty much making it so when price came right near your stop loss, even though spread was supposed to be a set amount, they would widen it, boom, stop you out. And then it's like, oh, well, you just lost that trade because of them, because they widened the trade. And on top of that, they were also highlighting and setting certain traders who were doing really, really well, who were pretty much banking on these prop firms. And they were pretty much saying, we don't want to tell them that they can't trade with us because then that'll make it look like we're shady. So what are we going to do? Slip them to hell. That was literally in the quote. They said, yep, we're going to slip them to hell. We're pretty much going to make it so these really, really profitable traders, we are going to find some sort of excuse, some reason to make it so they break these drawdown rules, these daily drawdown rules, or break one of these obscure rules that they have on their prop firm to make it so they can no longer trade with them. And to me, that's just really shady business, especially live demo accounts put aside. That's completely going against your own business model, completely going against what you're trying to do. If these prop firms were actually here for the traders and for the people, we don't like that. That probably wouldn't end up happening if these prop firms were actually trying to benefit traders. So to me, it seems like there's a space opening up in the prop firm space for someone to step in. And I would love to be that person to step right in and fill that up and pretty much be like, look, I'm not going to put people on fucking live accounts. I'm not going to be willing to do that. But look, I'll do what these prop firms aren't willing to do. Maybe give full payouts. Maybe give people the option to choose what regulated brokerage they're operating on, whether it's 8cap or Purple Trading, or even another one. Give them the option of what brokerage they choose. Give them everything, full transparency, full payouts, because that's what they're doing, right? That is what I would like to see come out of this prop firm space. I would like to see people kind of realize like, hey, why aren't we getting full payouts when we're on demo? Because we're not technically even making these prop firms money. And on top of that, I would love to see some prop firms come into the space and be like, yo, if you guys, yes, we will put you guys on demo. Yes, it will be paper trading and you will get your payouts. However, if you guys prove to us that you can actually trade profitable over a long period of time, if you guys can stick to these drawdown rules, then perfect. Then you will be able to trade with live capital. And then who knows, maybe we will start taking payouts from them and we can work together as a prop firm to the traders, right? Who are actual profitable, consistent traders, and then start creating like just a group of like a bunch of consistent traders. I would love to see this come from a prop firm. Have a group of consistent traders who are all profitable, and the prop firm is now using, right, the capital that they have, because obviously prop firms are a very profitable business model. Take some of that capital that they have, put it into like a live hedge or, like family office, whatever you want to call it, for these profitable traders to trade on, and then let them go. And then you can start taking profit splits, because you're saying, hey, this is on an actual live account. We're giving you guys the option to trade on this with a very high amount of capital, and we're being open and honest with you guys. You know, like, I would love to see that come out of the prop firm space. So, you know, I guess this is just kind of a video to make sure you guys do your research on these prop firms. And I know My Forex Funds was one of the main trusted ones, and that's where it gets really, really tricky out here. It's a scary space to be in, especially the financial space. Just make sure you guys do your research, do as much research as possible. Make sure you guys are sticking with a firm that's going to pay you out, and always just like be on your toes with this kind of stuff. Don't put all your eggs in one basket, because you never know what might happen. All right. So with that being said, hopefully you guys appreciated this. Hopefully, you know, I can add some more knowledge on this in the future. These are just my initial thoughts on it right now. I'm sure I'll make a follow-up video later on, as, you know, all these other prop firms in the space start adapting to what just happened to My Forex Funds. But that's pretty much it for me right now. These are just my thoughts on, you know, the whole thing that went down. I appreciate you guys per usual. Much love. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Peace.